Hi, welcome. On this video, I'm here once again with Bailey for warden training. Now in this video, I'm going to be beginning to focus on verbal commands. And again, this is where when I'm doing a 14-day process at about day number 12, I'm starting to lean on my words a little bit. But in terms here of, making sure things are aligning, this is where, again, I still will assert influence because I don't want Bailey to be hovering too long, okay? So for example, here you're gonna see her going into, say, the down position, responding by way of the down. And so I may need to kind of push a little bit on her at times to make sure that she is committing, okay? Make sure things are lining up a certain way. So here, again, this is all about, beginning to use my voice, but again, understand it's about packaging. So the interactions themselves, the way that, again, I show them on my videos, that is how you want to make sure that perceptions are beginning to change the right way towards the human. And so again, after a certain point in time, I won't be pushing, I won't have to assert influence or interact with her the same way at the beginning. But again, it's understanding about how it's like going through a sequence, okay? It's like following the interaction-based part of this. And then again, as as her perceptions change, then my voice becomes more meaningful. Okay. So again, I'm gonna start to move with her. Again, I'm using the choke chain right now for more leverage. I have both collars on her, so I can switch back and forth between the flat collar and the choke chain as needed. But for the purposes of what I'm doing here, I am going to use the choke chain because again, I just want a little bit more communication with her to be able to assert influence at times, being able to nudge her a little bit. Sometimes I may not even have to push, I just have to kind of communicate the right way with the leash. So I'm going to be walking around just in the basic circle method, and I'm going to be, again, starting to use a little bit of command on her, verbalize a little bit, but again, be very assertive. So again, my voice wants to take on a very assertive path, again, at first, to really kind of make sure that she's starting to respond the right way. As time moves on, after say a few weeks in the future, just be a whisper or even a hand signal, okay, as things continue to get better in terms of her perceptions changing. But again, making sure that interacting with her with influence being an active part of the equation. So again, I'm gonna start moving with her. Again, when I move, stop every once in a while here, sit. Again, pull back here a little bit here. I want her right up, down. So notice there, very assertive. Even when she goes down here, I want her to flatten out, kind of pancake out here a little bit. But even when she's down there, notice I'm not letting her sniff the floor. I want her, she's nice and prone, which is great. This is what you want. She's, nice and prone. She's not going on her side. If she does, you want to get her back up. Don't let her hover there. But a dog going into a prone position, that's always a good sign. Now, when she's down here like this, I want her to kind of relax. So again, there's always a difference between just a position, right, response, like a down. And so a dog can be in a down, but still be too much in control. You'll kind of see the tension on them. You can tell they're not relaxed. Here, you want to make sure Bailey's relaxed, which she is now. Okay, I want her nice and relaxed. And then, because this takes stress off of her. It's like a de-stressing exercise. I'm still in communication with her through the leash, so the leash is still has authority going through it. And so from here, bring her back up to a sit position. I'll give the command, and I'm going to assert some influence through the leash, but I do want her legs to move. So I'm not just trying to just bring her right up by way of influence, on its own, with me kind of, creating the response. I want her to respond the right way. I want it to be in her head the right way. So here, I'm going to do it sit. I say sit, just draw and sit. See, I want her legs to move up. Right now she knows I want her to sit, and see her legs move. Still didn't like it, right? A little bit of, kind of inwardness happening in her mind. But the whole point of this is, again, to depth, okay? This is about making sure that, she's responding the right way. Okay, it's a demand, so this takes the path of a demand. So when I'm giving the command, I'm still asserting influence, okay? Understand? So I'll say the word one time, and commit by way of pulling the leash up. Now, same thing, I'll move forward with her, stopping. She's going to start to sit automatically, but right here, notice I want her right up. Come up a little bit more. So I'm going to bring her right here. See, she kind of wants to be back here a little bit. You know, putting a demand on her to be right here. Okay? It's like the shadow coming over her, right? So you want her right in this position. Move forward with her again. Down. Again, gave her command. Went in great this time. That's fantastic. Very prone. Very nice. Really like that. Sit. Perfect. Couldn't ask for any better right there. That was great. Move forward again. Stop. She's coming up here a lot better. Again, I have the choke chain up nice and high on her neck. That gives me better control. So always make sure the choke chain is really up, really nice and high on her neck. I can one hand this, gives me good control. Moving forward. Right here, see, there's some kickback here, right? She's saying, oh, you know what? I want to go back to my crate, maybe. But again, see, right in where she needs to be. So when she pulls back with that a little bit, I have leverage, so I'm able to just to stop a little bit. But again, it's a demand, so she's got to move forward. Okay, so you know, I'm keeping a level of influence on her, so it's like buckling her mind forward. So same thing, forward again. Get to see this one more time here. Down. Perfect. See, that's perfect. Right there, that's what I want. Don't praise her for it. I can be happy on the inside, okay? If I express it through emotion, that's going to cause, you know, a different type of messaging, and it can affect, you know, my script, okay? It'll affect the theme of what I'm doing by way of relationship, the intervention, and beginning to change your perception. So you want to stay on point, okay? So when you're doing this, it's always tempting to say, man, that's a fantastic response. I really, really like what happened right now. But if I start, at this point in time, if I start to pet all over her or say, you know, good girl, okay, it's going to affect things because she takes that differently. So you just want to stay, you know, totally committed. So I can bring her up one more time. Same thing here. So as soon as I say a word sit, I need to be pulling already. So right here, sit. When I say it one time, I'm already in communication with her. That's great. See, her legs are moving up. But again, I'm pulling up on the leash to make it happen. Now, she's going to be more and more agreeable, okay, as this continues to move forward. Okay, but you want to make sure that you're doing it this way. At a certain point, I won't have to pull at all. Right now, I know I need to, all right? And especially going from a down to an up, it's going to be more challenging for dogs. They're not going to be as motivated, so you have to do it. Going into a down, I can lean more on that word. But going from a down to an up this way, I'm going to have to pull, okay? Same thing, move her forward here. Now, it's interesting because she'll tend to want to pull, and this is what happens, right? You get close to, say, the crate area over there, and if you pay attention to how she's kind of kicking back a little bit, when she gets close to that opening, you see this on my other videos with other dogs I'm working with, they challenge more because they want to escape this, okay? They're still in process, so they're saying, I don't want to be out here with Dale. You know, I sense, you know, they know that they're getting close, so I want to go that way. I want to go into my crate and have a little downtime and get away from this. And that's where they'll kick